CIET NCERT presents audiobook Kriti, Textbook of Arts for Grade 7.
Chapter number 18, Textiles and Traditions, page number 186. On the right side at the top of the page, there is a QR code. When you scan the QR code, you will be able to get the additional resources for the chapter. Just like you use a pencil and paper to create pictures, artists use cloth, thread, and needle to create artwork. Indian textiles are known for a variety of motifs, each having symbolic meanings of their own. Motifs are decorative images that usually repeat and form patterns. They vary from region to region and are seen in many fabrics worn today. Explore some of the motifs and their meanings here before you proceed to other activities in this chapter. Learn a few basic skills and techniques to create your own textile artwork. Given at the bottom of the page on the left side is an image of patchwork quilt. On the right side of the page, there are 5 images. Image number 1, textiles displaying dots and circles, wholeness and one's energy. Image number 2, textiles displaying lines, movement and progress. Image number 3, textile displaying mango, paisley, fertility, life and eternity. Image number 4, the textile displaying a parrot, truth, knowledge and love. Image number 5, textile displaying a peacock, royalty, immortality. Notice the elements of art in these motifs. Page number 187. Threading stories. Dhaga and Sudi had an argument one day. Dhaga wanted the curtain open and Sudi wanted it shut. The curtain was being pushed around and it finally screamed, "Stop it, both of you!" Hearing the curtain speak, Dhaga and Sudi froze. "Look what you have done. You have hurt me and now I have a tear," the curtain said. Dhaga and Sudi went closer and looked at the damaged curtain. Given at the top left of the page are 2 children, one girl and one boy fighting and shutting and opening the curtain. Given at the bottom of the page on the left side is a torn curtain being seen by the boy and the girl. On the right side of the top of the page, there is a box that reads, "Do you know?" Thread is called dhaga in Hindi. Needle is called sudi in Telugu. What are they called in the languages you know? Learn what these are called in other Indian languages. The curtain continued to speak and told them the story of how it was made. When your Aji passed away, your parents kept few of the special clothes she used to wear. I am the patchwork they created using pieces of fabric from her clothes. Look at all the pieces that have been stitched together on my body. Each of these is from the clothes your Aji wore. Here is a piece from the beautiful sweater she knitted herself. Next to it is a piece from the yellow sari that had a big tea stain. Touch the design on it your father took that stained portion and created this beautiful embroidery over it. Given at the bottom of the page on the right side is an image of a girl and a boy looking surprised. Page number 188. Do you see the square windows at the center of this patchwork? It was made by a process called crochet. This piece was your Aji's favorite. Have you noticed the bottom edge of the patchwork? These are called tassels. You will see fine threads in it, arranged together and knotted in beautiful patterns. There are some loose threads even in my tear. See, you can clearly see the warp and weft of the weave. Remember, I'm not just a curtain, I'm a patchwork of stories. Each piece in me has its own story. They are all stitched together with many threads. When threads start fighting among themselves, like you both just did, what do you think will happen? Dhaga and Sudhi looked at each other and smiled. Shall we repair the tear together? Sudhi asked Dhaga. He agreed and they got busy. What would you do if you were Dhaga or Sudhi? Given on the left side of the page is an image of a beautiful embroidery of patchwork. Page number 189. Activity 18.1. Fabric Journal. Step number 1. Observe at the variety of objects in your home that are made of fiber or fabric. Step number 2. Collect a few samples from discarded clothes, bags, mats, and rags. Visit a local tailor and ask them if they can spare small pieces of fabric of different thicknesses and textures. Step number 3. As you collect textile samples, remember to note down a few stories about each fabric. Note where you found it, who it might have belonged to, what kind of fiber it is made of, and a few lines about the patterns you observe. Step number 4. Plan the pages of your journal. Work in pairs, gathering both your textile samples and stories. Discuss and identify the different materials you have managed to collect: cotton or silk or wool or jute, etc. You can choose to organize them by material, color, texture, or pattern. For example, plain colored fabrics together, printed fabrics together, all cotton together, etc. Include your notes and stories to make your journal interesting. On the right side of the page is an image displaying fabric samples collected by the students. Page 190. Activity 18.2. Explore embroidery traditions. Embroidery is the art of different kinds of stitches, patterns, and needlework techniques on a fabric. There are several embroidery traditions in India. Some traditions also incorporate mirrors, beads, and sequins into their designs. Here are a few examples of embroidery traditions practiced in different parts of India. Given is a table with 2 columns. Column number 1, name of embroidery. Column number 2, place or region. Column number 1, name of embroidery, chikankari. Column number 2, place or region, Uttar Pradesh. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Chamba Rumal. Column number 2, place or region, Himachal Pradesh. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Kasuti. Column number 2, place or region, Karnataka. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Toda. Column number 2, place or region, Tamil Nadu. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Ahir. Column number 2, place or region, Gujarat. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Kantha. Column number 2, place or region, West Bengal. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Khenang. Column number 2, place or region, Meghalaya. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Gota. Column number 2, place or region, Rajasthan. Column number 1, name of embroidery, Kashida. Column number 2, place or region, Kashmir. What kind of embroidery have you seen on clothes and fabrics around you? Find artists who embroider and talk to them about their art. Given on the right side of the page are 3 images. The first image is of chikankari. The second image is of ahir. The third image is of toda. Given at the bottom of the page is a box that reads, Invite local artists. Organize a workshop to introduce some basic skills and techniques to students, exposing them to various vocations for future. Page number 191. Activity 18.3. Basic stitches in embroidery. Embroidery can be done using simple materials and tools. If you have never tried embroidery before, start by learning the basic stitches. Process. Point number 1. Take a thread that is approximately 50 centimeters in length. Point number 2. Thread your needle and keep one of the ends short. Point number 3. Make a knot at the end of the longer end. Point number 4. Prepare your card sheet or cloth by marking lines and piercing holes with the needle. Observe the picture. Point number 5. Start stitching and follow the pattern for each stitch. Point number 6. At the end of your line or when your thread is about to finish, make a knot on the reverse side of your work and cut the thread. Given at the bottom of the page on the left side is a box that reads Materials: card paper, discarded invitation cards, or thick drawing sheet, approximately 20 cm into 15 cm. Medium-sized needle, thread, or wool. On the right side of the page, there are 4 different types of embroidery. In one of these pictures, a teacher is helping a child in making the embroidery. Page 192. Activity 18.4. Make your textile artwork. Textile artworks need not be made only on a flat surface. They can be 3-dimensional too. You might have seen attractive toys that are made of cloth, yarn, or fiber. There are many well-known artists who have been inspired by textile arts and crafts traditions. Observe the examples of artwork created by students like you. What kind of textile artwork would you like to make? You may find inspiration from your local textile traditions. It could be weaving, knitting, crochet, macrame, fabric toys, painting, printing, tie and dye, etc. Given at the bottom of the page on the left side are 6 images. These are artworks created by students. On the right side of the page, there are 3 images of artworks created by students. At the bottom of the page on the right side, there is a box that reads, Do you know? Some art museums today have textile artworks which can be touched and enjoyed. These artworks can be experienced and enjoyed by visitors who are visually impaired. Page 193. Assessment. Chapter 18. Textiles and Traditions. Given is a table with 5 columns. Column number 1, CG. Column number 2, C. Column number 3, Learning Outcomes. Column number 4, Teacher. Column number 5, Self. Column number 1, CG1. Column number 2, C 1.1. Column number 3, Learning Outcomes. Gathers fabric samples from their surroundings and writes about them. Column number 4, Teacher, blank box. Column number 5, Self, blank box. Column number 1, CG2. Column number 2, C 2.2. Column number 3, Learning Outcomes. Identifies and draws common textile motifs seen in their culture and surroundings. Column number 4, Teacher, blank box. Column number 5, Self, blank box. Column number 1, CG3. Column number 2, C 3.2. Column number 3, Learning Outcomes. Creates a textile artwork using simple stitches or any other techniques. Column number 4, Teacher, blank box. Column number 5, Self, blank box. Teacher's comments and students' observations. Fill in the blanks. Chapter 18 ends here.
Kriti, you were just listening to this audiobook. Textbook of Arts for Grade 7. Narration Richa Jain. Sound recordist Mohammad Faizan Khan. Assistance in production Prasoon Kumar. Directed and produced by Vimlesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.